I don't know. Now the audio is working. Ain't this a bitch? Ain't this a bitch? Now the audio is working. And I didn't do anything different. Didn't do a damn thing different. But now the audio is working. This sucks. All right, I'll let you guys get back into the chat. Man, oh man, oh man. I tell you what, man, I don't know what fucking YouTube is doing. I mean, yeah, they gave me an age restriction on my last video a day ago because I used the word fuck in the title, and I didn't age restrict it for kids less than 18. I age restricted it for kids less than 13 or some shit like that. Anyway, I got an age restriction. Big deal. Okay. Don't fucking care. Do you suppose any teenager or any kid from the age of probably 10 up to 18 don't know what the word fuck means or is or haven't used it themselves? Stupid. Just fucking stupid. All right. I went to a friend's place yesterday. I won't say the friend's name. Oh, by the way, the thumbnail for this part, is probably another shot of that deer that my brother shot second season. I just don't have my hard drive plugged in, so I don't have all the photos I want to choose from. I had those to choose from, so that's what you're getting. Look at my post from yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, last night. I posted, there's some pictures of jerky that I'm doing, pictures of the deer, where the jerky came from, blah, blah, blah. And all the pictures are on there. So I just threw something up there today. The friend of mine called me, said, you want to buy a 10-ounce bar? Because I bought that PTR 91 from him a while back. And he trusts me. He knows I got the money to buy a whatever. So he called me and said, you want to buy a 10-ounce bar? He's thinking about moving back to Colorado. He's from here. He moved back here when he retired from the FBI. He was a special agent in the FBI. Lived in California, lived up in North Dakota, did tribal shit. But we have a lot of, he's also was one of my buddies in the Alamo Scouts scout group here. Also in the 12 Special Forces group. And he went to the FBI and I went the other way. But he wants to move back. He got divorced when he was in Colorado because that's where he retired at. He got divorced. His kids were older. I think he's moving back to Colorado because he's got another gal now, and his kids are living there. So it's a win-win for him. There's really nothing holding him here. So he wants a little war chest to pay for his move back to Colorado. He's got to sell a house here now because he bought one here, and he's going to have to buy another one out there. But anyway, so he needs a little bit of cash in the war chest, and he wants to sell off a little of his silver, a little. He's not selling any gold, you see, but he's selling silver. And so he called me and asked me if I'd buy it. I said, yes, how much? And I think the spot at the time was 76 something, 77. I said, I'll buy it for 75 per ounce spot. That's it. No higher. He said, okay, we'll lock you in. Oh, I got to make somebody blue. Yep. Okay. Coming up. Sorry, I get talking too fucking much. I don't look at chat. He's blue now. If you guys haven't subscribed to DWCNC, Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles, he's got a lot of videos up, and a lot of that shit looks pretty good, man. So I got to go and I subbed to him off of Ginger's channel. So I'm going to go back after this is done. I'm going to take a look at his shit. Silver for gold yesterday. Hope it pans out. And that's what I'm going to be doing when the GSR gets down below 40, down below 50. I'll be exchanging from some silver for gold. Yep. Yeah, thank you, Farvid. Maybe I should make you a managing mod too. I don't know. All right, hold up a second. Let me do something here. I can remove you as a standard moderator. It doesn't give me, I probably have to do that to add you as a managing mod. Hold up a second. Let me try this. Fervid is no longer a standard operator for your channel. Okay, now I'm going to go back on you again. I'm going to put add as moderator, but I'm going to put you up here as managing moderator. All right, now you're a managing mod. Now you're a managing mod. You got my back? We'll see. So it's you and freaking awesome are managing mods right now. I figured out how to do some of this technological shit, but this thing about not having audio, because the camera is supposed to have a fucking microphone in it, and it's supposed to be standard when you turn it on, when you do it live. You select that. But it seems to me the last couple of times I did this, the microphone was not connected somehow, even though they're all the same unit. You know, it's like this camera right here. I don't have it hooked up, but the microphone is built right in. So I don't have this one hooked up. I got another one on a tripod there. So I can, God damn it, fucking thing. Get up there, you son of a bitch. So that I can use the remote. So I can do this shit if I want to. So you can really see up my nose. But I do that for coins. I don't do that for anything else. But I went and bought that 10-ounce bar, and then I get there, and I find it's a 10-ounce A-Mark bar. All right, I can handle that. Serial numbered, whatever. And we checked it with the, hold up a second. We checked it with the Sigma. And actually, I put the 10-ounce bar under the bar here, and it tested good for silver. But 10-ounce bars are really too thick for the bar here. So, and the Sigma comes with 3 different wands. You got one for small, and it says small on it. You got one for bullion. It says bullion. And then you got one for large. All right. So I checked it with the large wand, and it was testing in the yellow. So, okay, well, let's switch wands, because I probably got the wrong wand on. So I put it on the bullion wand, and then it checked green. So what's another way you can check other than this Sigma? You can weigh shit, right? So you take a scale. You take a scale that'll actually weigh 10 ounces. Okay, so you got a scale. You got the Sigma. Here's another way you can test with a magnet. And you can do a magnet slide where you slide the piece down the magnet slide, or you can do this. You got magnets, neodymium magnets, right? Rare earth magnets. Let me back this up just a little bit so you can see this. Watch this. Watch this. This is silver. Watch this. Oh, a little bit too much there. That's silver. It doesn't go quickly like, can I find another piece of coinage here that's that big? Here. How about a toonie? Let's do a toonie. See that magnet stick to it? That's steel with a brass center or bronze center. How about a 50-cent piece? This is what year is this 50-cent piece from Canada? This is 1988. Yes, a 1988 50-cent piece. It ain't silver. Sure looks silver, but it ain't. And as strong as that's, it could be steel, could be nickel. I don't know. But silver slides slow. It slides slow, like this. Ah, you fuck. Just like that. So there you go. You know, another way you can tell, and if it's a coin, and it's been like a numismatic coin, like an ASE or maple or whatever, they have certain sizes, and you can check the sizes. You can check the sizes. Come on. So there you got. What do you got? You got a magnet. You got the caliper. You got Sigma. What else do you need to be absolutely sure that what you're buying is silver? Now, I trust him because I've known him for a long, long time. So it's not that he just wanted to see the Sigma work. That's all. I'm thinking he's going to probably buy one. Sigma has a battery in. Yes, it comes with a charger. Comes in this nice little case. Open up. Comes in this nice little case. And see, everything is in there. Nice, pretty, everything. I put this piece of foam under the arm just to hold it steady. That doesn't come with it, but I put that in there just for me. It's got a double zipper. It's got a double zipper for the case. And actually, this is small enough that you can put it in a backpack and carry it with you. If your battery is full, you got it charged up, you can go to a coin show, start testing shit right there. Oh, also comes with a nice manual. And the people at Sigma Metalytics, real nice. Their customer service is great to deal with. And they will help you in any way they can with their product. So I highly recommend them. I had the smaller one, the one that apps to your phone so that you can see the screen on the phone instead of on the machine. I looked at that. I had to get a software update on that once, and I didn't want software updates on it again. I thought that would be ideal for coin shows and going to garage sales and stuff. But if it's going to have constant software updates, I didn't want it. So I traded it in and I bought this one. And then the next model is the one that usually you'll see at the LCS, has two separate screens on two separate sides with arms on both sides and whatever. That one's a little bit pricier, but this one and the one for your phone, this one's a little pricier than the one on your phone, but not much. I think I paid an extra $300-400 for this one. So not bad, not a bad deal. Sigma Metalytics, I think, makes a very good product, and I like their customer service. So that's what we got. We got an A-Mark bar. Let's turn this down just a little bit further there. And we'll just, yeah, you don't want to see my crotch too bad. So we'll set that over there like that. There. It's not a bad looking bar. I mean, you can tell it's been in his safe. Plenty of fingerprints on it and stuff. But serial numbered. What is that serial number anyway? A012-567. Now, if it would have been 04567, I'd have liked that a lot better. But 012-567. Hold up. 012 012 567. A 012 567. So yeah, nice bar. Can't bitch about 75 an ounce. Now, when I bought it and actually paid him that week, between the time I bought it, we locked it in, and the time I paid him, the spot price had gone. Don't need that. Oh, shit. Damn it. There we go. All right. The spot price had gone down. Well, actually, it had gone up first, so I made a lot of money, like $3 or $4 an ounce. And then he lost money. Well, then it went down under 75. Then I lost money and he made money. So now silver's sitting at what? 72, 73. I still lost money. But I guarantee you that in the end, I will make money on this bar. I will make double my money on this bar. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee I'll double my money on that bar. All right, let's put this over here. We don't need that shit right there. All right. What else was I going to talk about today? Oh, there's another way you can, and these are fairly cheap. A little microscope. You could actually check your coins. I don't have this one plugged in right now, but it's just a cord. Plug it in front of the computer, back computer, whichever. Download the software. You're good. I downloaded the software on my phone and on the computer. So when I turn this thing on, it automatically comes right up. I don't mind that at all. This is not a high end. Let's say this is not a Tomlov. Okay, this is not a Tomlov that is worth. Let's see, some of those Tomlovs are 130, 40 bucks. I think you can get them on Amazon. This thing's like 30 bucks, 35 bucks, if that. And if you buy them in bulk, which a lot of coin dealers do, to have them on the shelf to sell to people when they come in, they're cheaper than that. So, yeah, scopes are good to have. I like looking at coins, some, especially if you're looking for errors and varieties, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you need one. Yeah, 30 bucks with a screen. Exactly. You know, I don't know. Does Venezuela have much for silver output? I know some South American countries do mines, but I'm not sure about Venezuela. Venezuela is all about fucking oil. That's what Venezuela is about. I don't give a shit what they say anything about drugs. Yeah, okay, so we made a fucking dent in the drugs. How are you gonna prevent drugs from coming into this country? Not. How do you decrease the demand for drugs? You got to get to the people who are using drugs and get them to quit using them. So you can try and jail everyone who's an addict. That's not going to help. That's just going to increase the deficit. So you got to get to the underlying causes of drug abuse. And what is it? Well, it's the same thing with alcohol abuse. Same thing with any mind-altering, reality-altering drug. And alcohol's a drug. Tobacco's a drug. Nicotine is a drug. And I still have nicotine addiction. I chew snuff, Copenhagen snuff. I have for 45 years. When I quit smoking cigarettes, and I chew snuff. Okay. But I still smoke cigars. I like a good cigar. I swear to God, I like a good cigar. What did I have yesterday? I had Crazy Alice, who was a Deadwood Tobacco Company, Crazy Alice. And I don't mind them because they're a half hour smoke. They're just a half hour, like a little rag cigar smoke. I do like them. They're okay. Yes. And the reason that the drugs are coming over the border from Canada is because we toughened up the southern border and drugs coming in from South America, Central and South America, but they're doing an end around run. And the United States government knows that. And until Canada actually gets off its ass and starts doing something about that, uh, the U.S. is going to have to punish them. And that's what we're doing. So, yeah, I know. I think China is in the middle of a lot of that drug smuggling. Why? Have you guys ever read about the opium wars? If you haven't, you should. That's where we tried to get all of China addicted to opium, and damn near worked. But what did China do to get their population off of opium? Opium dealers were killed on the spot, no trial. You were caught, boom, you're dead. Opium users, if you're a chronic user, same way. They killed your ass. Or they put you in work camps and you never got out. You died there. That's true. But U.S. border agents, just think, if you had to inspect hundreds of thousands of cars and pieces of luggage and undercarriages of vehicles and just any place, just imagine any place where you can hide 10 grams or 20 grams of drugs, powder. Just imagine any place. Yeah, they're going to miss it. Canada has to do something internally to discourage narco trafficking, carriers, mules. I don't think a lot of drugs are manufactured in Canada. Could be some. Might be wrong. I don't know. But I think it's just a giant end around run pathway for drugs or precursors for drugs. But yeah, yes, that is exactly right. I don't know about the Bush family getting rich that way. Maybe. I think the opium wars were probably a little before the Bush family had anything to do with it, but the Bush family got rich on oil. That's how they got rich. And invading countries that didn't necessarily needed to be invaded. And I'm not sure that was all for oil. I think there were some archaeological things that the United States wanted out of Iraq and Iran also. But if you look back to the 50s, Iran was a very progressive Western style society until the fucking Muslim extremists took over. So, I mean, you can look all that stuff up. Don't take my word for it. But what do you mean? We don't make sure that people in the U.S. are bringing drugs into Canada? Oh, I think we do. You just don't know about it. Well, I don't know about flattening the ghettos. One way to symbolically flatten ghettos would be to get all these fucking people that are on public assistance that don't need to be off of it. you might see an uptick in crime, but you have to smash that too. And how do you do that? With increased police presence, prosecutors who are willing to um, prosecute to the fullest extent of the law, and judges who are willing to hand out sentences to the fullest extent of the law. It's just we're in a zone right now where we have become too kind, too sympathetic, too merciful, too and if you do that, humans being humans will trample all over your kindness and your generosity. They just will. Because the biggest flaw in humans is that they have envy. We want what the other guy's got. If he's got more, we want it. And some people don't care how they get it. A lot of people are good moral people, and they won't steal from that other guy to get what he has. They'll work harder for it. But there are some, and it's a minority, but there are some who will do anything to get what that other guy at. And that includes killing him and taking it. It's just, we now have people, because judges are so afraid to put people away with no cash bail or very liberal bail policies, very liberal sentencing policies. We have people just stabbing people in the neck for no apparent reason other than they're white. Okay. You know what's going to happen, don't you? Shit keeps up and it gets worse. You're going to see an uptick in vigilantism. You're seeing a little bit of it now, like with Daniel Penny and with some others, but you'll see a huge uptick. Then the courts will be overwhelmed. Can't do a fucking thing about it. You know, police officers have families too. And when they see that what's happening in society puts their family in danger, they will choose their family over their fucking job. And they'll just go. And then who's left? Look at it this way. If society lost all of its police officers today, nobody was enforcing the law at all. Police officers, especially police officers down on the street, nobody enforcing the law. What would happen to society? Just think about it. I got a brother who's a police officer out in California. I don't trust police officers. Every police officer has discretion. They have personal discretion. But a lot of them choose to hammer you for the most that they can hammer you for. Say a traffic stop, for instance. You get stopped for doing 5 miles over the limit. You don't have a seatbelt on. They stopped you for speeding, but they're going to give you a fucking ticket for speeding. They're going to give you a ticket for seatbelt. They're going to ask if you have any weapons in the fucking vehicle. Don't answer that question. Just hand them your fucking concealed carry permit if you have a card. I got a card for Iowa and 23 other fucking states. But I live 5 miles from Minnesota. I have to have a separate fucking card for Minnesota, which I have to go up and renew next month. Or next week. And I have to go to the nearest fucking police station or whatever it is up in Minnesota. So it's like 30, 40 miles away. So I got to go up there and do that. And I got to give them $75 for that privilege. of exercising my Second Amendment rights. So after this one, I think they can just fucking catch me. I don't care. What do you do? Put me in prison? Nah. At fucking 70 years old, serving time in prison really doesn't mean much to me anymore. No, you don't have to help them with their investigation. All you have to do is he'll come up to the window and he'll say, "You know why I stopped you?" And you be courteous. You just say, "I don't answer questions, thank you. Can I see your license and registration and proof of insurance?" You give him those documents. You let him go check your fucking priors and the VIN and all that license plate number and all that shit. And he'll come back to the car and he'll give you those fucking documents back and he'll give you a ticket. Fight that ticket in court. Don't talk to the police officer because anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Anything. And you might think it's innocuous, but it could be mistaken and taken for meaning something else. They don't know what your intent is. So, don't talk to cops. Don't make a statement unless you have a lawyer present. Seriously, I know lawyers cost money. But if you're going to be stopped and your car is illegally searched for a weapon, hey, you got him. Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. Talk with a lawyer. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And the five most important words you can use with a police officer is, "Am I free to go?" Or, "Am I being detained?" If they say yes, you're being detained, and then you ask, "What for?" And they will give you a reason. Could be bullshit, could be real, who knows. But if it's not, and he just sits there and he taken your license and registration and proof of insurance, went back to his car, ran it through the fucking NIC system and the vehicle system, and come back, and you're good. And all he's going to do is give you a ticket for a seatbelt or give you a ticket for fucking speeding. Um, or let's say failure to stay within marked boundaries. That's a bullshit fucking um, reason if I ever heard one. But then if you failure to stay within marked boundaries, what they're going to do is give you a field sobriety test. You don't have to take it, but they'll yank your license if you don't until you get to court. And then when on your improv to jail, they'll give you a breath test or a blood test or a urine test or whatever. And you can fail to take those too. You don't have to take those either. But you will get your license yanked for a long period of time then. So you don't do the field sobriety test. They take you to jail. You do the improv. And it sounds like I've done this before, right? Um, do a breath test there. Do a breath test there. I wouldn't let the officer breath test me in the field. I really wouldn't. I've done that before. I've had some officers that were great. I've had some officers that were assholes. So, do you want to take the chance on which one you get? I don't know. Anyway, where the hell was I? Where we started all that shit? Where the hell was I? Oh, drugs, border, Venezuela, oil, basically, oil in Venezuela. But I think there was some other things along with that. Sending people across southern border. using Venezuela as a conduit. I think Africa, China, a lot of Middle Eastern countries were using Venezuela as a conduit to route people up to the southern border through Central America and Mexico, because there's a, what is it? Which gap is Sawalki Gap? With NGOs that were actually providing support, water, food, clothes, phones, that kind of shit. So, yeah, with the emphasis on defunding NGOs, or making sure where the money goes, and making sure that they're an actual NGO that's doing some good for the United States, as opposed to some good for other people and not for the United States. I say I don't want my tax money used for the benefit of other people who don't fucking give a shit about the United States, or I'm not getting a return on it. Not that I'm a heartless, fucking cruel son of a bitch, but Jesus Christ, fix your own fucking countries, man. And if we need to supply you with weapons to fix your own country and ammunition, we do that a lot. Might as well have it. If we're just supplying you with food, enough food to keep you alive, but not enough food to keep you, to build you up, then how the fuck are you supposed to fix your own country? You can't. So, hey JJ, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. And B&B, I'm gonna tell you what. You've been pulled over. Your passenger was arrested. Your car was searched, and you towed for a mistaken identity. His identity was mistaken. I don't know if he had fucking ID on him or whatever, but that was a false arrest and a false imprisonment. They actually kidnapped that person. I would have sued them motherfuckers into the Stone Age. But see, the thing with suing the police officer, the police department, the county or city that they work for, and the state that that's in, all of that money that you're going to get comes out of the taxpayers' pockets. It doesn't come out of the police officer's retirement fund, which it should come out of, because that's their money, not yours. But that's what happened. There's a large judgment against a police officer or a city or a state or a department. Guess what? That comes out of the taxpayer pocket. It doesn't come out of the police officer's benevolent retirement fund or whatever the fuck they have. So you get fucked either way. But see, officers have qualified immunity, just like attorneys do, just like judges do. They all have qualified immunity. So unless it's a real egregious case, you're not going to win it. And police officers have to have qualified immunity. I mean, they have to. They get in a shootout with a guy. They kill a guy. The guy was shooting at them, or pointed a water pistol at them, or pointed their phone at them, or said, "Don't put your hands in your pocket," and you turn and you go like that, you're going to get fucking shot, dude. Okay, even though he was reaching for a wallet, you told him not to. Don't do that. Put your hands up. Let me see your fucking hands. And you go to reach into your fucking pocket? No, I'm sorry. You should be dead. Let's say they're not. And they're wounded. They go to the hospital. They survive. And then they sue for a bad shoot. Well, the officer thought you were reaching for a weapon. You told him not to do anything, but let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Like this. Walk backwards toward me. Okay. If I went like this, you think I wouldn't get shot? I'd get shot right in the fucking back. Could be a taser. Could be a gun. But I'm telling you, man, why do you want to provoke a fucking police officer? Why? Hey, 9 for 9, how you doing, buddy? I don't know if it's the truth. It's my opinion. Just life lessons learned. Don't drink and drive. Don't do that. I did that most of my life. Don't do that. I have a DUI arrest in Massachusetts. I have a DUI arrest in Missouri. I have a DUI arrest, a couple of them in Iowa. I was thrown in a drunk tank in Minnesota. I wasn't driving. I was just mouthing off. Where else? I'm trying to think. Kansas. Got one in Kansas. I was a functional drunk. I started drinking at the ripe old age of 13. I think I had my first beer. I was a functional drunk my whole life. I could actually drink 20 ounces of fucking whiskey and go about my day like nothing. But yes, I got picked up a few times. Yes, I spent a few nights in jail. Yes, it's cost me a few $1,000s. Um, I quit drinking 3 years ago. Completely quit drinking alcohol 3 years ago. But I learned a while before then that if you're going to drink, you drink at home. You don't drive your fucking car. Yeah, somebody else drive your ass. So, and if you get stopped and you're not the one driving, you can always call someone to come pick you up, even if you're drunk. You'd be drunk as a passenger and not actually have an open container, but you could be drunk as a passenger and you're not going to be arrested for anything unless you fucking mouth off. Just call somebody. They will come pick you up and take you. You don't have to worry about that shit. So now I will puff on a little weed every once in a while, but I have to be careful because when I have a blood test, like the end of this month, I think I got labs at the VA. So I have to be careful about timelines there. Because as much as the doctors at the VA will say, yes, I understand marijuana is good for you in certain aspects, we can't recommend it. Even though it's no longer a Title I drug, it's a Title III or whatever the fuck it is. It's still, in Iowa, I can't get it unless a doctor signs off on a medical certificate. And then the VA won't recognize the civilian doctors sign off. So, you know, yep. So, whatever. Nah, the biggest thing is, another thing. Hey, Fervent, I got to looking yesterday. I'm looking at pennies, newer pennies. Newer pennies. Let me see. This book here. Okay, am I putting, what do I got here? It says I'm missing, what am I missing? Did they make a 1967 non-seagull penny or non-tern or non-fucking whatever that bird is? I think I need one of those. Let me see. What do I need here? I need that one. 1990. I need a 1990 penny. Nothing special, just a 1990 that year. 2005, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2012. And then anything newer than 2012. So for the next 12, 13 years, I need the newer pennies, but those are the older ones that I need. I've got everything from 1920 to 19. Jesus, where am I at here? I think I'm all the way up to 2011. Yeah, in that book, up to 2011. And this book is 1920 to 1972. Yeah. I'm just moving this old book into this new book. That's what I'm doing there. So that's got to get done. And then that will be 1972. And from 19, this book is just a continuation here. Yeah, this is a continuation. It starts at 1973 and goes forward from there. But I do have this 1975 Canadian. It's silver. It's silver and non-magnetic. So I don't know what that one is, but that's a special one. I don't know. It should be non-magnetic. Well, man, is it maybe it's magnetic? Let me see. No, it's non-magnetic, like a regular penny. But I kind of think somebody put silver on it. I don't know, coated it. I don't know. I found it, so just leaving her there for right now. I'll put it at the end of the book someplace when I'm done. I got a lot of pennies I can put in that book yet. But yeah, that's what I got for pennies. That I just found my small books the other day, and I was going through them. Yeah, that goes on there. So yeah, I just taking the pennies out of this book and putting them into that book. That's all. I have another book that's full of 72 or 20 to 72. I got those. I think I have a 20, not in this book, but in the other book, 1920 small cent. I think I have that. I got a 1920 large cent. Yeah. But anyway, that's what I got there. I was just looking because let me see. History of the penny. There's the large cents. There's the small cents from 53 to 2009. And then the large cents from 58 to 20. And then the newer ones from 20 on. And then it gives you mintages, and it gives you all of the small beads, large bead varieties, 12-sided, rounded, crowned, uncrowned, blah, blah, blah. And then it's got a page of the commemoratives. 1998, 2 commemoratives, 2002, 2 commemoratives, 2003, 1, 2010, 1, 2011, 1, 2017, 2, and it doesn't go any further than 2017. So, yeah, I kind of look at those. I have 2 books here, too, with United States pennies in and nickels, Jefferson nickel. I have a Jefferson nickel collection. I don't know why. I do not know why. And we'll put that piece of paper there, put them up there. I have a Whitman nickel collection. I have no idea where I bought that or why. Because I don't do United States coins. And that 1 cent book, where is that? What is this cent book? I have these books and I don't know where I got them. The nickel book is full. Oh, this was somebody that wrote pennies in here. See, they put pennies in here, but they wrote. And I got to look in here, and I might have some of these that are, no, these are all American pennies. Yeah. And they went up to, 1919? Well, they're not in any particular order. That's why I got this book, I guess. I don't know. They're not in any particular order. There's some old United States pennies in here. And maybe Furbitt, maybe Block. You guys that collect pennies might want to look through that thing, but I don't collect United States pennies. So I got that one. And then this other one I got too. It's just, oh shit, and I dropped that. Damn it. This Jefferson nickel collection from 1938 to 1961. Don't know where I got this one either, but I bought it. And it's full. I mean, it's full. Let's see if I can get this one opened up. See, it's full. This book is full. 1938 to 1961. I don't collect Jefferson nickels, but I bought it. So what the hell? In 1886, that's the second year, at $4. Let me see. Do I need to hold up a second? I gotta find my large pennies. Hold up a second. I gotta look. I gotta look for large pennies here. Canadian large cents. 1858. You got an 1886. I need a 1903 dime. Do I need a? Let's see, what do I got for dimes? Those are nickels. Those are quarters. Believe the dimes might be over here. Hold up a second. Well, I'm probably sure I need a dime, but let's see. It was a 1903. Hold up a second. I gotta find my magnifying glass. All right, where'd you go? There you are, you son of a bitch. I think I gotta put new batteries in this thing too. But let's look up here. See what we got there. I got an 1890, and then it ends at 1986. Why do I have that one there? What's it? It says 1986. But that's not a sailboat. Why do I have that in the 1940s? Why is that one there? I don't know why. I probably need a dime too. That's an 1882. 1886. I'm sure I need it. 1886 dime. Okay. A 1903 H dime. I probably need that. Let me see. Do I got any more in this next page? Yeah. See, 19. Damn, I wish I could see shit. Yeah, probably gonna need it. What is that, 19? That's 1950s up there. 1905, 1915, and then nickel. 23 nickel. Now that, I'm going to need the pennies and dimes. Okay, hold up a second. Let me go to nickels. Let me go to nickels real quick. That nickel is a 1923. I need a 1923. Oh, shit. Yeah, I need that too. I don't have that one. So, yep. I probably had to take all of them. Yeah, you see my spreadsheets, right? Yeah. Where did I put that other piece of paper? Whatever. I'm losing my mind here. See, dimes are one of the things that I haven't started on really. I got to order the books. I have them in a 3-ring binder, but I don't have them in an actual book yet. and I really need to start on those. I think I got a good handle on the large pennies. I got one book full of all the large pennies. I got a second book I'm starting to fill. Would just be a duplicate of the first. Um, it's just something to do, you know. And then small nickels. I started that book. I'm pretty well caught up there. And then beaver nickels from there on. I started on them too. Quarters and 50-cent pieces. I'm pretty good on. I have to go through and look and see what I don't have, but dimes are the one thing that I haven't started on. Okay. And I don't know, do you collect United States pennies or Jefferson nickels at all? Older Jefferson nickels? Might want to trade for some of this shit. Because I don't need it. I don't collect American stuff. So, yeah, I know. I try to keep that paperwork straight. After a while, there's so much chicken scratches on it that I have to start a whole new sheet and do it all over again. But um, I'll tell you, it's hard to keep track of all this stuff. Hard. I got to put this on the sheet today and then take it out and put it with the other 10-ounce bars. I don't know if A-Mark has any collector value to it or not. I don't know who made A-Mark or if A-Mark got bought out or whatever, but I can do the research on it. Spreadsheet on a computer, I'm not real good at that, M4D. I really don't know how to do it. I suppose I could. A-Marks are collectible, and that's what I thought. That's why I bought it. You don't see too many of them up on people's tables anymore. So, yeah, I kind of thought they were a little collectible, but this one it's starting to tone just a little bit right there. You can see it, and around the 999, just starting to tone there. On the back, good, but it's just one of them things, you know. When he said he had a 10-ounce bar for $75 an ounce, I said, okay, I'll help you out, bud. And when I went to go see it and it was an A-Mark bar, I thought, oh hell, okay, great. Don't mind that at all. But where are my other? There they are. Got to get my other cleaning cloths. If it was something that was proof or BU, I wouldn't do this. But this is not proof or it's BU, so I can wipe the fingerprints off of it. It's not going to get slabbed, so it doesn't have to worry about micro scratches. But yeah, and the edges dinged a couple of little places, but nothing huge, nothing really terrible. Nothing real bad. And I will put it in a plastic bag, and then I will take it out into a climate controlled, humidity controlled room in a safe with water collector thingies, dehydrators. But the room itself is humidity controlled, so I'm not afraid. But you know, all silver. I don't care what silver it is. All silver eventually turns black. All silver eventually turns black, given enough time. Have you ever seen silver when it comes out of the ground? It's black. It sure ain't shiny. That's after it was refined and goes through a lot of processes. Then it becomes shiny. There, we're in a plastic bag. Cleaned and in a plastic bag. And then it'll go out in the safe with the other 10-ounce bars. And you know, the other 10-ounce bars that I normally like to buy are 10-ounce generics, like from Atmax or MMX or SD Bullion or any one of the other ones, JM Bullion, where I get the cheapest one. But I do like RCM bars. I have several RCM bars. I really like them, and they'll be probably the last bars that I ever sell. If I sell, when I sell. The 5 Legendary Warrior series. How many's in the series? For Engleharts. Do I have any Engleharts left? I probably do. I'll go on and look and see if I got any Engleharts left. I got to go through all that shit, though, because to me, Engleharts are nothing special. I mean, I probably should keep them because I collect the Swiss of America rounds and Rolos. I would like to have their bars, but but Legendary Warrior series, and who made that series anyway? Legendary, was that Germania? Okay, Mike. Maybe I can do a little research. I got to go out and do my jerky. As soon as we get done here, I'm putting on pants and going out and do a jerky. That jerky I had in for 4 hours at 130, and it was still tacky, so I put it in for 160 for 2 hours last night, and I didn't check it after that. So it might be done. Some of it might be done. The thinner pieces might be. Thicker pieces might not be, but we'll see. I think this next 10 pounds, I'm going to slice a little thicker. I think I went a little too thin on this, but that's all right. As long as it's not crispy, then you're fine. As long as it's still as long as it's still got some chew to it, you're good. If it's in that dehydrator for too long, it'll get crispy, and I don't want that. I just feed that to the fucking dogs. But like Meg says, I make chewy jerky. I don't make crispy shit. No. Coffee time. No. One of the reasons I don't trust officers of any type, any officer, conservation officer, police officer, is they'll take anything you say, and they'll use that in court. They'll twist it, use it in court. And if you don't have a lawyer who knows how to say the right things or ask the right questions, you're fucked. If you try and defend yourself in court without a lawyer, you're fucked. You're just fucked. And see, that's one of the downfalls of our justice system is it's become so expensive that the average person can't defend themselves. They can't. Or if you do, you're going to incur a lot of expense. Downfall of the justice system. And judges are lawyers, and they're protecting their profession. So if you don't have a lawyer when you walk into court, you're automatically fucking guilty. I don't give a fuck. You're automatically guilty. Because you don't have a lawyer. You haven't employed one of their brothers. I found that out the last time I was in court. And we'll talk about that on a separate stream. My run-in with the DNR. But yeah, that cost me, looking at it, not just time and gas and whatever to get there and back and forth, but it cost me, let's see, 4,000, right about $5,000, right about $5,000. And they're getting their money 1 month at a time, $100. It's petty, I know. DNR can go fuck themselves. They know they're going to get their money, whether it's all in one big chunk or whether it's drawn out. They know they're going to get their money. But what I do is I go up every month to the clerk of court's office. I hand them a check, and I make them print me out a receipt. I get a piece of paper and I get the ink. So it's costing them what? I don't know, $1 every time they take my $100. Yes, I know it's petty, but I'm making them get their fat asses out of their chair, uh, go over to the fucking printer, print the fucking goddamn receipt, and bring it to me at the window. So I'm costing them money while I'm paying them money. Basically, that's what it is. All right, Lady Bluegrass, thank you for stopping by. I will be off here shortly. It's we're at an hour and that's enough. So okay, Fervid, I know I gotta fucking email you and tell you what I fucking missing, what I got, and I'm gonna have a couple of pages full of shit. But that's the way it goes. Okay. And thank you, Mike, for sending me that shit. We'll see you guys later. All right. Take it easy. Have a good new year. Try to have a really good new year. Don't fuck up. Don't make mistakes. Don't tempt the law. You know? Try to be a good citizen. We'll see you later. Peace out. And a good human.